You'll notice when you step outside early this morning, boy, the fog is gone, and it is across most of the area, across most of the state actually, thanks to a lot more cloud cover out there. It's a lot warmer out there. We've been talking about that so far this morning, and a lot of wind. Let me step out of frame here to show you on the right side of your screen that flag is blowing very hard in the wind. Winds are already starting to pick up early this morning as we take a look at our Allo camera at South 21st and L Street. But look at these temperatures. Again, I've got to check the calendar. What month are we in? We certainly aren't in May. We're in February, but Mother Nature, it seems like she's forgotten. Temperatures are in the 40s, just past 5:15 this morning. And in fact, closing on almost 50 degrees here in Lincoln. We weren't even this warm at midday yesterday, but yeah, 49 degrees Lincoln, 48 in Beatrice, 49 also in Hebron, middle 40s out towards the Tri-Cities too. This is everyone sharing in this boat across southeast Nebraska. This even creeps into much of northeast Nebraska and southwest Nebraska. In fact, look at McCook, 54 degrees. They're cooking right now at this hour, but you can kind of tell there's a little bit of a battle of some colder air out in the Panhandle. 35 in Scottsbluff, 33 in Chadron. And if you don't get that picture by me showing you some of these temperatures, maybe you get that picture from some of these winds. They are starting to curve. You see winds out of eastern Nebraska or out of the south, and then you travel over to northwest Nebraska, you're starting to see some curvature in the winds. They're more so out of the north and a little bit out of the north and east because the system's developing off to our south and west through Colorado in the Rockies right now. And so when you get that system to develop, it'll start to turn the winds in towards itself. And that's kind of what we're seeing right now. Some strong winds across again, especially eastern Nebraska, around 15 to 20 miles per hour at this point. Gusts already around 30 miles per hour reported in Norfolk, Grand Island, close to it in Hebron too. In Lincoln so far, I've seen gusts around 20 miles per hour. But don't worry, we'll join them soon enough as we go throughout the rest of this afternoon. Look at these wind speeds as we go throughout the rest of the day today. Again, around 7 o'clock, still 20 to 25, almost 30 miles per hour. But then winds really start to crank once we can mix a little bit stronger winds down to the surface. Anywhere from about 40 to 45 miles per hour are not out of the question for not only much of the afternoon, but well into the evening too. We're looking at Wednesday about 10 o'clock, still 35, 40 mile per hour wind gusts, 45 mile per hour wind gusts still out there. And this will kind of carry over into Thursday, but you may notice a different curvature. These are kind of, going out of northwest to west to out of the south because the system will now be kind of shifting up to the north. And still quite breezy and windy out for northwest Nebraska through much of Thursday. So as you can see from satellite, not too much going on, some light radar returns, and a lot of this isn't really making it to the surface. The low pressure system that we do have, again, is forming over the Rockies right now. And as we go throughout the rest of the day today, it is going to shift into the western portion of the state. May see a few sprinkles here and there through central portion of the state, but you also notice some of this clearing. This is reminiscent of kind of what we'd see in the spring, kind of sparking some thunderstorms here and there. And in fact, that's what we're going to see later this evening by 6, almost 7 o'clock. We'll get some forcing with the front and maybe an isolated rumble of thunder, but this is also happening as the sun's going down. And again, checks calendar, it is February. So these aren't going to last very long as we see this cold front eventually make its way into eastern Nebraska by tomorrow. We may see a little sprinkle or two here more going on throughout much of eastern Nebraska, but a few flakes in northeast Nebraska too, and that'll be moving off to the east, especially by Thursday evening. So a warm day. We're talking about 60 degrees for today. Again, gusts around 40 to 45 miles per hour through much of the day, especially this afternoon and evening. Spotty chance for rain tomorrow, and then slightly cooling into this weekend. But just also, again, talk about it's only February. Average temperatures, average highs should be in the 30s at this point, and we are talking about the 60s today and wind gusts that are going to be very, very strong. So it certainly has more of a spring, almost early summer kind of feel to it. It's wild. It's wild what's going on right now, but we'll keep an eye on it.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much, Jessica. And still ahead, a great day.